final farewell. Mourners all over the world pay their respects to Queen Elizabeth II during her funeral, the special gathering here in Southern California. Cash for gas when Californians can start seeing money from the state to help offset the high fuel prices we've been paying.
The Rundown, brought to you by Goal Zero.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Rundown. I'm Robin Winston. Queen Elizabeth II is in her final resting place. The Queen's funeral at Westminster Abbey was attended by 2,000 invited guests, including President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden. After the service, thousands lined the streets as the Queen's procession passed London landmarks like Buckingham Palace and Parliament Square. Her final resting place is at Windsor Castle, right next to her husband, Prince Philip. A small group gathered really early Monday morning to watch the Queen's funeral together at the White Hart Pub in Woodland Hills. A floral wreath with Queen Elizabeth's photo was placed just below the big screen where the funeral was being live streamed. Guests enjoyed traditional British pastries and tea as they watched the service, and many said this is a moment in history they needed to really take in.
It's been majestic, elegant, everything that she stood for and would be proud of, and just seeing President Biden there as well, you know, leaders from all around the world, you just understand the magnitude of how much she touched people everywhere.
The owner of White Hart Pub says as a British pub owner, she was compelled to bring the community together for the Queen's final farewell. You could have some money coming to you. Californians who qualify for the state's gas price relief program should start to see payments in the next few weeks. The tax refund will provide one-time payments of up to $1,050. State officials reached a deal for the refunds when gas prices hit record highs. Now, in order to be eligible, you must have filed your 2020 tax return by last October and make less than $150,000 per year.
Any help at this moment would be of a great benefit for everyone because nowadays, as I said, with rising costs and everything, it's the wages we're getting are not enough.
Those eligible will get their refunds sometime between October and January. The recent heat wave with extreme triple-digit temperatures has the city of LA getting ready for the next one. A new plan was unveiled to help keep LA cool. Air conditioners across LA are getting upgrades from the city. The LA Department of Water and Power just announced a new program called Cool LA. The program helps low-income residents and senior citizens afford efficient air conditioning units, and they come with rebates to offset the cost.
With our air conditioners now, we are offering a $225 air conditioner rebate, meaning that units that cost you $400 now might only be $175. The biggest killer from climate change is heat, killing more people than all the floods, all the hurricanes, and all the fires combined.
By using the new Cool LA website, all customers can adjust their billing to average out their costs throughout the year instead of paying more during the hotter months. All right, a little birdie told me that there is another warm-up on the way, but how hot will it get? Here's meteorologist Belen De Leon with your first alert forecast.
Oh, well, summer is winding down, and we've got some changes to talk about in your forecast. The storm system stalled in Northern California will bring rain up there, but for us, some cooler temperatures for the start of the week. We're also going to have some gusty winds in the deserts, potentially up to 50 miles per hour, and enjoy the cooler weather because by the end of the weekend into the weekend, things are going to heat up. First of all, I want to show you those winds. The winds picking up in the mountains and the deserts each afternoon and evening on Monday, getting up to 30 and 40 miles per hour, breezy afternoon in the IE and along the coast. And this pattern is going to repeat each day through Wednesday. Here we are on Tuesday afternoon, and you can see those strong winds on the desert slopes and in the mountains, potentially from 40 to 50 miles per hour in Big Bear. At least we got the cool temperatures through Wednesday. Not a whole lot changes. Look at the trend in Burbank, low 80s. But by Thursday, the official start of fall, a warming trend kicks off. And by this weekend, it's going to feel a little more like summer with highs in the 90s.
I'm a power blackout, and I'm going to put you in the dark. What is that?
It's the Yeti 3000X solar generator, a home backup system from Goal Zero. Take that, blackout.
President Biden says while COVID is still a concern, the global pandemic that's been with us for the past 2.5 years has come to an end.
The pandemic is over. We still have a problem with COVID. We're still doing a lot of work on it. But the pandemic is over. If you notice, no one's wearing masks. Everybody seems to be in pretty good shape. And so I think it's changing, and I think this is a perfect example of it.
President Biden spoke with 60 Minutes from a crowded Detroit auto show. The director of the World Health Organization says, however, the pandemic is not over yet, but the end is in sight. He points to worldwide COVID deaths reaching their lowest point earlier this month since the pandemic started in March of 2020. If you plan on traveling for the upcoming holidays, be prepared to pay more airfare. Average domestic fares are up 43% for Thanksgiving compared to last year. They're up 39% for Christmas. Airline delays are also up, and that has many travelers frustrated.
It just seems like the whole system is just in complete disarray. It's just been insane.
As for fares, experts say look for deals over the next few weeks because prices may fluctuate, and try to be flexible with your travel dates. All right, the Hollywood sign is getting a makeover just in time for its 100th anniversary next year. So the process is now underway to give the famous 45-foot-high letters a fresh paint job. First, equipment is being set up to clean the sign. Then a crew of 10 workers will apply nearly 400 gallons of paint over the course of the next 8 weeks. The project is expected to be done in November. The Hollywood sign was first built in 1923, and the last time the sign was refurbished was back in 2012. So I can't wait to see this refreshed look. A big celebration of Hispanic heritage in East LA. Thousands of people showed up for the Mexican Independence Day Festival. Yes, love to see it. Mexican pride was felt all around Sunday in one of the largest parades of its kind this side of the border. One theme of the parade was about honoring healthcare heroes who kept working through the pandemic, serving many underserved communities. People enjoyed the traditional dances and music. Fernando Valenzuela, the legendary Mexican pitcher of the Dodgers, was also there, and he was the Grand Marshal. Thousands also celebrated Central American independence in downtown LA over the weekend. You may have spotted our very own Stephanie Olmo and Jonathan Gonzalez taking part in the parade. The annual celebration marks the independence of several Central American countries, including Costa Rica, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and El Salvador. Pasadena Humane's 24th annual Wiggle Waggle Walk and Run returned to Brookside Park at the Rose Bowl this weekend. It was a chance for pet owners to bring their furry friends to participate in a 1-mile trek or 5K run. And there was lots of fun to be had, including a vendor village with goodies and giveaways. The Pasadena Humane Society organizes the run to help save thousands of animals. This year, the organization hopes to raise $250,000 to support local programs like foster cares and pet food banks. A 6-hour flight can feel long and boring and can also make people restless, right? We've all been there. But not for passengers on their way to Hawaii. From Long Beach, it was aloha all the way for them.
2, 3, 4. Great, good job. So that's our C chord.
Everyone aboard the Southwest flight got a free ukulele lesson 30,000 feet above the ocean. Guitar Center provided passengers a free ukulele and class. This is the first ever recorded in-flight group session. They were taught to play Hello, Aloha, How Are You from start to finish. Sounds like a fun flight. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and on our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4. Weekdays from 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with the traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.